We're going to be playing Nightmare mode, but you're going to be the one that helps decide what this ghost is. I'm just going to bring in my observations here and there. So I figured it's a way for people who maybe are too scared to play Nightmare mode on their own to kind of get you acquainted to it and what you should look for without you actually having to do it yourself. Aren't I so kind? I know. I think so. So let's get things started here. We do got to get our evidences first. So obviously we need to find the ghost room. I'm still like to start with the video camera on Nightmare, just in case it is orbs. You know, there's still that high likelihood for it. So I do still enjoy kind of still starting with that. Breaker is not there. So Breaker is in the basement. Is that kitchen? Okay. Easy enough. Easy enough. We got EMF 5. Alright. Do not see orbs. Of course, the real fun's gonna start when we get all of our evidence for it, of course. Alright, let's scroll on down. Breaker is obviously down in the basement, which of course it would be. I always hope it's in the garage, but if the breaker can be in the most convenient place, it is. That's just the rulebook of Phasmo. I don't know if you ever looked it up, but that's exactly what it says. That is exactly what it says in there. Alright. We can double check and see if it touched any doors right quick. I'm going to leave that door open, and I'm going to open up both of these. Although, I don't think it's really going to matter. I wish I would have some stuff unlocked. I'm just doing a mixture of tier 1, tier 2, whatever the items are, just because it really doesn't matter. It just matters about getting the evidence and then, you know, doing other stuff. Thankfully, I do have tier 2 dots. So, if I can use them, I will. Because tier 1 dots are straight garbage. Straight garbage. Is tier 1 dots the worst tier 1 item? I would probably say yes overall. Are you here? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Where are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Where are you? Okay. Probably not. Gonna be Spirit Box would be my guess. I feel like if it was Spirit Box, we should have got it right there since we know it just through that plate and then tried the Spirit Box there. Let's see. You. We get you and we can take some other stuff. I'm not like overly worried about the objectives. We can do our best to get them, but I mainly just want to focus on your ability to identify ghosts based on traits, you know, obviously, because we're not going to be able to get the third piece of evidence, so we're going to get 2 and base it on that. But say, did that door look moved? I do not know. Not written in. No. Not quite freezing. Set that down. So I don't know. It could still be UV and us not know. Guess we could possibly bring in a crucifix as well, just to be safe. It's not a bad idea. If you were playing this by yourself and you're like, huh, it's kind of taking a while to get the second piece of evidence, maybe I should take sanity. I'd say that's a pretty good idea. I do kind of like to keep sanity high until you kind of get both pieces of evidence. I don't know if we got the ghost picture there. Did we? We got a 1-star ghost photo. Okay. I couldn't really see it. But hey, we got that objective, right? Yeah, that was an objective, right? Yes, okay. There it is. Not gonna have 3 stars, but you know what? Fine enough. So, we're gonna get dots, or we're gonna get ghost writing. freezing, UV. Are you gonna step in salt? What are we gonna do here? What are we gonna do? See, do we have freezing? No freezing. What did it? Okay, I was about to say, where's my glow stick? Okay. Not UV. Not UV. Very interesting. Well, you are doing a lot here. You are doing a lot to me, aren't you? That would have been a better one to take a picture of, honestly, but fast we could not do it. Okay, we have dots. So we have EMF 5 and dots. So far, technically, we can actually rule out 2 of those ghosts. You know which 2 can be ruled out at the moment. I'll show it again. I'm not going to rule it out on the book. I just want you to think in your mind, there's 2 ghosts right now we can rule out based on abilities, traits, stuff like that, which actually makes it pretty easy to be able to determine this this ghost. That's what we got to do next. That's what we got to do next. Because of how we can determine what the ghost is based on what we have left is gonna matter about hunts. Do you know why? Based on these ghosts that we have left? 2 of them can be ruled out. Hunts are going to be the ultimate determining factor for this. So think in your mind. Rule it out in your mind. Rule it out on paper, on your phone. You know, I don't know. Yell it out loud and wherever you're watching this. Maybe you already know what the ghost is. I have an idea of what it is. I do have an idea. Hunt's going to verify it for sure, though. Hunt's going to verify it for sure. And it turned off the breaker. Of course it did. Yeah, rule of Phasmo. If anything can go wrong, it will. Gonna rule of life, too, right? Alright, let's see. I don't know where our hiding spot is yet, either. Not the, is there one here? Yes. I think what I may do is just hide right here for now, and let's listen and see what the footsteps sound like. We do know we are in hunting range, because we have not taken any sanity, and it did use the crucifix. What's our other objective, by the way? Repel? Okay. We can get that. We can get that. Is it hunting? That was a long light flicker, though. I'm not gonna lie. I was not expecting that. So it did hunt. Okay. We just couldn't hear it at all. That's pretty strange. Do we have another hiding spot like in the garage? Maybe it didn't switch rooms like to downstairs, did it? Jesus. Kind of scared me, actually. How it did that. Okay, you should be able to get what the ghost was now. You should be able to get what the ghost was now. If not, too bad, so sad. Spooky. Spooky. Dang, you blew out the lights in here. You blew out the lights. That's so sad. That's so sad. Was that? No, we didn't have a hiding spot there, did we? I did do smudge. I didn't do a smudge timer because it's kind of not important for what we got here. We can get hunted one more time. Also, let me know if you enjoyed this video idea. If you want me to do more of it in the future. Love to hear your feedback. I think it's a nice way to get people interested in Nightmare without having to play it, but still use the right ideas behind it for how to find the ghost, which is what I really love about Phasmo. How you can use investigative skills for all that. Alright, this is a great way to observe the ghost, by the way. If you're scared to observe the ghost, this is a safety net. It's kind of like it's in a zoo, but the ghost can come to you, obviously. It really wants me from in there, don't it? Alright, hopefully that was enough hints to tell you what it was. And I'll go through and explain everything here at the end as well. So, out of these ghosts that we have left, do you know which one it is? Final chance to pick. Alright, let's see if you're right. There it is. It was an Oni. Did you get the ghost right? Did you pick the right one? If you're not too sure about why, or if you were like, man, no idea how you did that. Let's go through our evidence again. So, we knew we could rule out right away that it was a wraith because it stepped in the salt. So we knew before we even got the dots, we could have ruled out a wraith. Goryo's dots are only seen on video camera with nobody else in the room. We saw the dots in person. That was why I was actually standing outside of the ghost room, because we knew when we had EMF 5, Goryo was a possible option. So if you're playing in Nightmare mode and you get EMF 5 or UV and think the ghost might be a Goryo, I just like to hold the video camera set up outside of the room, look in, because Goryos can really be a pain to identify. So I like to try to look for the dots early. So based on those two, we knew we were going to tell the ghost by the hunt what it was going to be. Raiju's would have sped up around the electronic equipment, but I wasn't thinking Raiju. I was actually thinking the ghost was going to be an Oni because it did a lot of ghost events on us. And when Oni's ghost event on you, it drains 20% of your sanity, which is why it might have felt like it was going to be a bit of an early hunt, but it was not an early hunt. It was regular. You actually tell it was an Oni by looking at it. We looked at it twice. I didn't do a great job the first time, which is why I tried to look better the second time. I would have tried to loop it around the island, but it blew out the lights in there, so it still would have made it kind of hard to see. But that was how we knew that the ghost was an Oni. And I have a lot of Nightmare tips and tricks, and if you are interested, click or tap the screen now. It's a great starting point for Nightmare mode. 7 tips I wish I knew before I played Nightmare. Again, let me know what you think about the video series. Thank you so much for the channel members for all the extra support. Happy hunting, everybody, and let's learn some Nightmare tips.